What's up, everybody? How are you today? Hope you are having an awesome, amazing day. Started a new intro. I've been doing the same intro for years, so I thought I would change it up a little bit, saying "What's up, everybody?" instead of "What's up, Shane Squad." I kind of like the "What's up, everybody?" because to me it's different, other than, "What's up, Shane Squad?" We are getting up. We have to go with Jen's mom and Bill because Jen's mom is actually going to be having surgery today. I don't know what type of surgery. I would honestly have to have Jen explain that. We are all getting dressed right now. They're supposed to be on their way right now to come pick us up, so decided to hurry up and get dressed and start to vlog. I'm currently using the flip-up camera, and I'm not using a tripod. This is how I used to vlog when I first started vlogging, was just without a tripod, carrying around the camera, with my hand and everything. We're going to just test it out today. See how it goes. And I definitely need to clean my lens because my lens looks really dirty. That's one thing I always keep forgetting, is to go get some lens cleaners so I can keep my lens clean, because I don't even know how they get dirty so quickly. As you see, this is how I'm vlogging. This is how I used to vlog all the time when I first started vlogging. Just holding a camera, just carrying it around, didn't have a tripod. And then I got introduced to a tripod, and a tripod is a lot easier. But I just wanted to try it out today, see how it feels, and try to get that feeling of vlogging again, That's how I started out, so maybe if I start out like this, maybe it'll get me back in that zone of record everything. Gotta record everything. Gotta start back vlogging. Apologize about yesterday's video. Yesterday's video, we didn't really do much because it was raining all day. I did film some things, but it turned out when the beginning of my video, I guess it never filmed it, or I don't know what happened. We had to do a Q&A yesterday because I didn't want to go without a vlog because I don't want to lose this streak. I'm now on day 6 of daily vlogs, so definitely don't want to lose this streak. But hopefully you guys are having a really good day. Hopefully the weather is awesome there, because I don't even know what the weather is right now. I haven't looked outside, but I'm going to try to find something to clean this lens. To me, it looks dirty, but I don't know if it looks dirty to you guys. I don't know if you guys can see it in the mirror or not. Yeah, you can't really see it. But this right here is how I used to hold my camera all the time when I first started vlogging. So we're going to have a old days vlog today. There we go. Clean the lens. It looks a lot better. At least to me it does. Let's go get this day started. Also, we are the only ones that are awake right now. I can't be really super loud, so we're just waiting for Kathy and Bill to get here. Gotta take my vitamin and my memory medicine. Aw, you're looking cute. You really like the hoodie. I think you look really good in it.
No, I love it.
I love it on you.
I need more.
You need more? Now we just gotta stand outside and wait for I keep wanting to say Jen and Bill. For Kathy and Bill. I told them that your mom's gonna be having surgery, but I don't know what type of surgery.
It's just, it's called a DNC. It's women part surgery. It's not really like, they have to put her under, but it's like, I don't know, they go in, they check the woman part, and if she has any polyps, they take this little machine like Pac-Man and chew them up, and I don't know, it's weird.
It is really weird. Can you imagine a little Pac-Man just going like... It actually doesn't feel bad out here today. I mean, it looks gloomy, but of course it's like morning time right now. I haven't even looked at the weather today to see if it's going to be warm or if it's going to be rainy today, but I mean, the way it looks like it's going to be like maybe cloudy and rainy today. So far it's not raining right now, so maybe if it would stay like that all day, it would actually be really nice. I told Jen I feel like I'm waiting for the school bus because we're standing on the side of the road. Well, not on the side of the road, but on the sidewalk, and I have my backpack. I don't know if you guys can see it. My backpack, I feel like a little kid just waiting for the school bus. And mommy's with me waiting for a school bus.
Yeah, I'm the one with the purse and everything.
Yeah. It's supposed to snow tomorrow. So Jen said, she just looked at the weather, that it's supposed to be just cloudy all day today. And in the 40s.
Well, it has a high of 52. It's 47 now.
Well, I mean, the warmer it gets, the better. I'm fine with that. Don't I go to the doctor's tomorrow? The therapy place?
Yeah, but not until the evening.
So I go to my second appointment at the therapy place tomorrow around 4. I guess for like the testing and everything.
I'll be with you. I just have to go to work first.
So Jen starts her job tomorrow for the first time. She's mostly just doing videos, like you have to do like some kind of videos before you can actually start the job. So basically tomorrow would be her first day, but then like the next time that she goes in, she'll be actually working. Are you excited?
Wednesday, as long as I can do my videos Tuesday. I'm nervous.
I think you'll like it.
I'm nervous. I'm excited, yeah, I'm nervous though.
I took my memory medicine and that vitamin, and I guess where I took it on an empty stomach, my stomach started just, I don't know, twisting around, and it felt like I needed to go get sick. Like I started dry heaving, but instead of gagging and everything, I started coughing. It's calmed down now. That's the reason why my eyes are all watery, because I literally felt like I was going to like, sorry if anybody's eating right now. That's one question I have for you guys. When you're watching my videos, like what are you doing when you're watching my videos? Are you eating, or are you just chilling, or what do you do when you're watching my videos? There's Kathy and Bill. We're gonna catch the school bus now. This is the school bus. Better not fall. I said you better not fall, and you go. Aw, look at this long blonde hair on Bill's car.
Oh.
Bill had a blonde.
You found the hair.
It was attached to your door in the inside.
See? Now you're caught.
That's right. Her name was Tallulah.
Tallulah. I knew it had to be something like that.
No, we just know the color of Bill's girlfriend that stays back here all the time. It's a blonde.
That's who he picks up when he drops me off.
We finally found a parking spot in the parking garage. That's so cool. Well, here's an update on the building that they're building. Look at that. I bet that's scary to do. It's cool watching them with that crane, like how they build it all together. I know that's how they build buildings and stuff with the big cranes, but I've never actually seen it being lifted up and put into place. And then that guy got out of the thing and he had to climb up there, and I was like, that has to be scary.
I couldn't do it.
Knowing that you have no attachment, and if you fall, you're just like, you're falling.
So you're gonna jump off the side?
Yeah, whee! What'd he say?
The walls are too tall because he's short.
Oh. Oh, he went to go try to jump? Where I have the small camera, I don't think I would get in trouble for filming this time, because the other camera was really huge, so that's why they probably said something.
Yep.
Which one's it going to be?
That one.
Why do you always choose this one?
Alright.
I'll pick this too. Remember, 2. We was fixing a car the other day.
Oh no, we could not find what freaking level we parked
We
on.
parked on 1 and we come to 2.
Oh,
I'm there.
look at all the stickers that they stuck up there.
Oh my God.
We were searching for the car everywhere. We went to 1 and then we walked all the way
No,
around.
we went to 2. We come up to 2.
Oh,
There was no one.
we went to 2. I thought it was 2. She did 2.
Well, if you look, all the stickers with the numbers are green.
So we thought it was 2.
Color-coding it.
Yeah.
Because we were on 2 the last time, so I was like, we're probably on 2. So hit 2, went to 2, walked all the way around. Then I walked all the way back. Then went to 1, then walked all the way around, then we found it.
I guess they're making everybody wear masks now.
Build it.
Oh my jeez. What do you have in that, bricks?
Yeah, she's just, she's having surgery. Yeah, it's like having...
346 minutes later.
We've been sitting in the lobby for about 2 hours now. When we went in, we had to stop at the desk. Stopped at the desk, the lady was like, oh, everybody's gotta put some mask on. And then they asked where we was going. Well, Kathy ended up telling the lady, and when the lady was like, well, nobody can go back with you except for one person, So Jen went back with Kathy. Me and Bill had to sit down in a lobby. And we've been there for about 2 hours now. Jen said she was gonna come down and get us once she goes back, but they haven't even took Kathy back yet. Some other person came in and said that nobody had to wear masks, that the other person that came in was just telling everybody that, oh, you need to put a mask on, you need to put a mask on. And then the other person, like security guard, was like, oh, you don't have to be wearing a mask or anything. And there was this guy that was sitting beside me. He's been sitting there for a long time since I've been sitting there. And I thought it was like all a joke or something. Well, he was talking just fine on the phone. So then he got off the phone and all of a sudden he called somebody else. I guess he called 911. And he said that he was sitting in front of the lobby and he felt like he was gonna have a heart attack. I thought he was just like joking. All of a sudden he dropped his phone and he started like seizing up and he like frozen and he like dropped, like looked like he dropped dead. I freaked out and I was like, oh my gosh, I think he was for real. So I went to the counter. I told the people at the counter, I was like, I think this person I was sitting beside needs help. Something's happening. And I turned around and he's literally like, his whole head is thrown back and his hands are like this, like frozen. That's that clip that I showed you guys. They had to literally come over, lay him down on the ground, and there was just so much that happened. And he was right beside me when it happened. Like, I seen everything. Like, I'm so overwhelmed because I'm like all shaky right now. Telling Jen about the whole story. I didn't get to like explain everything, but like what scared me the most is when the security guard came over and he was like trying to talk to the guy, and the guy literally, he was like this, and all of a sudden he just, his whole body dropped, and that's when everybody hovered around him and picked him up, put him on the floor,
Yeah.
and had to do like the chest thing, because it like literally like he died right there, and I was like, that's what freaked me out.
Because if they're doing CPR, that means his heart, there's not a heartbeat, so they're doing CPR to get him back in rhythm.
And Jen heard the code blue. Jen heard the code blue on the, when she was in the room.
I was in the waiting room with Mom. We were back in the little surgery area, and we heard it was something first, cardiac arrest or something at first, and then it turned to code blue. And that's probably when they started doing CPR, was when they called it code blue.
So basically I saved that guy's life because like he was on the process of calling 911 on the phone. His phone dropped and I was like, I probably should go to the counter and tell them. You know, this hospital brings back so many memories.
Wait till you see the area we go to. I don't think you're ready for the area we're going to.
Is this the hallway?
Mm-hmm. This is one of them.
This is one of the hallways that me and Jen met at.
Look, there's a whole charging station. Nope.
This is the hospital that me and Jen met. Well, we met up with. And this is when we started actually talking to each other. Was it this hallway that we sat in? So many memories. One day we're going to have to sit down and explain how we met. The whole story and everything. You said it's going to sound crazy?
Yeah.
Once I get home, I'll end up explaining like everything better, what will happen. I basically saved this person's life because it just happened right beside me. And they were on the phone in the process of trying to call 911. And I heard them, but I thought they were talking to their friend the whole time, like making a joke. But then I realized when their phone fell out of their hand and everything, it was so crazy. Like, it was actually traumatic because that's the first time that's ever happened to me. And of someone having a seizure and a heart attack at the same time and literally, like, dying. That's why they had to put him down on the ground and do, like, the chest. Forgot what you call it. My mind is everywhere right now because of all that happened. It's crazy, but I'm glad I helped that person. I'm glad that I ran up to the desk and I was like, this person right beside me needs help. And that's when everybody came around and it was awful. I had so many doctors coming to me asking me what was wrong, what happened, and to explain what happened. It was very nerve-wracking. But I'm glad I helped this person and hopefully they are okay. Kathy is now in surgery, so we're just waiting for her surgery to be over. It's crazy that Jen heard the code blue on the intercom.
You remember Jesus Coffee?
Oh my gosh, this is where I introduced you to Jesus Coffee. I totally forgot they had coffee machines here. Oh my gosh, coffee.
To stir it with, though. That's the problem.
Oh, they took the stirry things away? They don't have any.
How about check? There's nothing else.
They have vending machines. I like to find the room that we was all sitting in, and that's when you and Ashley told me that you liked me. I like to find that room. Was it a waiting room or was it like a sitting room? Are you okay? Hot? Well, yeah, it's hot coffee.
Did you see my face?
Yeah.
I felt it go all the way down.
Oh my gosh. You got me wanting to make some coffee now.
I'll make some.
This is where I introduced Jen to Jesus Coffee. I call it Jesus Coffee because it's coffee and it had tons and tons of sugar in it.
Oh my god, it was like so packed out with sugar. I think that's the only reason I like coffee now with sugar. And it has to have sugar or I can't drink it. It has to have a lot of sugar. You know, I've probably used at least like maybe 30 packets so far.
So I caused that addiction on you of making Jesus Coffee.
You want coffee?
Yes.
You don't like it anymore like I like it.
No, I can't drink it as sugary as I used to. I don't know why. It's just,
I don't know how much you want.
that's fine right there. Look, a penny on heads. Did you set that there?
I just set it there. Here, there's another penny, but I don't know what it's sitting on. It's all rested.
It's on tails.
Whatever you
Well,
want.
this one is on heads, so I'm gonna take it. I found it.
This is half meant for me because I saw it sitting there and just didn't pay attention
You
to it.
Okay, so it's both of our good luck.
I just didn't pay attention to it.
I got my coffee made. Jen's found a way to stir it since there's no thing to stir it with. Just pouring it back and forth in a cup.
Hey, it stirs it.
I mean, it's one way to do it.
No sugar at the bottom. You go like this, and you go like this. There you go.
So how many packet of sugars did you already put in your coffee?
I think maybe like 50 at least.
50?
At least. I don't know. I've been kind of just doing handfuls.
I only put 2 creamers and 3 sugars.
I put 1 creamer and at least maybe 40. I don't know. It's been more than 20. I'll tell you that.
Oh my gosh. This is what my coffee looks like. It's so
I'll
delicious.
tell you what mine looks like. And that's probably why they have more cups here because they ain't got nothing to start with.
Whose coffee looks better? Mine or Jen's? Comment down below.
You should taste mine.
Oh my god.
So you know
What
it's
is it
mine.
happens when you have too much sugar, cardiac arrest or something?
Yeah, yeah, what you saw the guy go through. I'm just kidding. I hope he's fine. He should be fine. Yeah, did you see that face? That face?
I mean, it's not that bad. It's pretty good.
Okay, now drink yours. I told you it's hot.
It's hot. Okay, mine needs a little bit more sugar.
Too sugar in my butt.
I can't drink it as much as I used to.
All jokes aside, I hope that guy is fine. I'm sorry you had to go through that. But mom jokes with me all the time that, well, not jokes with me, she actually thinks I'm going to go through it because I drink so much caffeine and sugar, which isn't a lie. But, you know, nicotine and caffeine is what we run on nowadays. I never got to taste mine until just now.
Really? Decided to do an old days type vlog. Carrying a camera around with no tripod.
Crazy.
That remote, it looks like one of the, what's those things you call that you shock people? A taser. That remote looks like a taser. You know what I just realized? I just ruined my no caffeine for 4 days.
Oh, yeah, you did? Coffee.
Yep.
Oh, son, I'd rather drink coffee than soda.
Well, there went my caffeine streak. I went 5.5 days, because it'll be the 5th day, but so be a 5.5.
Sorry I ruined it. I just
It's
saw
okay.
coffee there and I was like, ooh, coffee.
It's okay. If I would have seen it, I probably would have got coffee too.
That
So
just kinda happened.
I would have ruined it myself.
I remember Jesus coffee. I was like, oh my god.
This hospital brings back so many memories. Jen's making her more coffee.
Except I did a little bit of espresso in there.
What is the difference?
Ain't espresso like straight from the beans or something? Like
I have no idea.
extra caffeine-y?
If you know what the difference is between espresso and coffee, comment down below because I don't know.
Alright, look, like, I can get these.
Oh my god.
There's 30. I've already put some in there.
So Jen says she's going to look up on Google of what a code blue means, and I will end up telling you guys.
I'm pretty sure it means like they stopped everything. They stopped breathing, they stopped, their heart is not beating, like it means they are dead.
That's crazy. It was crazy because I was looking right at him. I can picture it right now in my head. Like, it's just like him just like you see him stop breathing. His whole body just went dead weight. And that's when everybody, the security guards started freaking out and everything. And there was like so many hospitals. They even pulled the gurney, or I think that's what you call it, the gurney. Like random people that wasn't even a doctor, was surrounding me and everything. Like, it was like crazy.
Probably where you were sitting beside him when he sat beside you, that they thought y'all were family or something and didn't want you to freak out.
Yeah, I was just like, I don't know the guy. He just chose to sit beside me. And that's a crazy thing, that out of all the seats that was in there, he chose to sit right beside me. And I guess there was a reason why. Like I say, everything happens for a reason, so there was a reason why he sat beside me. He couldn't even finish his own sentence on 911 call. So I ran to the counter, and I was like, I was stuttering, or I was like, there's the guy beside me is like, something's happening to him. And she was like, what? I was like, the guy beside me, is there something happening to him? Like, I was freaking out.
You know what's crazy is when we were sitting there, she was like, after it was a adult male, it was something, they called a code first, and then it said adult male. And then after that, they called a code blue, adult male. And Mom looked over at me, she's like, think that's Bill? And I was like, I don't think so, I think they're fine. I said I think they're fine.
Oh my gosh.
What trouble could they get into? No trouble finds them. Sorry, gotta make me another cup of coffee.
Just don't get it on your shirt, because wouldn't that stain?
Probably. I'm trying not to. Code blue at a hospital is a hospital announcement, means that an adult is having a medical emergency, usually cardiac or respiratory arrest. The announcement is also to tell where the emergency is. Hospital personnel are trained to respond.
What's a respiratory arrest?
Breathing.
Breathing?
Okay, cardiac is heart, respiratory is lungs. That means either their heart has stopped beating or they're stopped breathing, one of the two. Or both.
Oh.
That means this person is having a very serious medical emergency. Everybody come help.
Brought the bed type thing. The guys were trying to like do the chest CPR, and they had this, it was like a big ball, and it had like a mask attached to it, and they stuck it to his face and was like pumping it.
Okay, that is to give him oxygen. That's to try to get him to breathe. That's moving his lungs for him.
I just wonder if he's okay. 'Cause he was sitting in the waiting room for his friend because his friend had to go to an appointment. And he was like, I'll just sit down here. I don't want to go up there. And he sat down beside me. So he wasn't even there for like anything. He was there for his friend, waiting on his friend.
Good thing he wanted to go with his friend, or his friend made him go, however the situation is.
Yeah, it happened at a hospital.
Great place for it.
That's what Bill said.
Yeah, it is.
I have a heart attack. Can you pick a better place?
Yeah, if you're gonna have one, you better have it here.
I was like the only person around him, so I imagine what would have happened if I wasn't there. Would he still like be sitting there like and nobody know like what happened? Because he wasn't making any noises. He wasn't talking or anything. He was just like, looked like he was sleeping. What is that?
I think it's supposed to be magnet or something, and you can't.
Somebody ripped it off,
Yeah, or something.
and you're supposed to move and make his face.
I wanted to make his face.
This is why nobody can have nice things.
I just wanted to sit in my little chair.
Your butt takes up the whole thing.
I'm not talking to you.
Look, your butt cheeks sticking out on the sides. Look at this one. This one's like a little farm. I used to play with this all the time when I went to the doctor's. I did that and it says hi.
No.
What?
No.
I'm allowed to play with you. Got that
No.
one.
That's mine.
You're playing with that one.
No.
Yes.
No.
Yes. This is my toy. You play with that toy.
If it's growing at that grade,
Yeah.
No.
maybe take a bell off.
Cool. Look at these lights. I want lights like that. They look cool.
Don't look at him.
Did you make yourself dizzy? This is the only piece I see to this.
I hate people.
They have a little charging port. People ripped it off.
Yeah, they're all ruined. Except for the old ass iPod.
iPod charger. Oh my gosh. Like, who does that? Just like, oh, there's a charger, let's destroy it. I'm gonna taser you. That's what it looks like, is a taser.
Come on, do it again.
You probably could trick somebody with that. So Kathy is out of her surgery, and so is everything good, or?
Yeah, everything's fine. Except she's just gonna find out the little polyps that did grow on her, what did he call the medical term, uterus? lining, uterus lining.
Yeah, the uterus lining.
So those polyps, they're gonna send them over to pathology and have them check and make sure they're not cancerous or anything.
I was listening to him when he was talking to Jen. Apparently you can get that like in your throat for vocal.
Yeah, they're called polyps. They're just like kind of like extra pieces. You know what was on the back of my neck? The lipoma?
Yeah.
They're kind of like that, just in the body.
That's crazy. He said that you can get them like right here. There's one other place that he said, but I didn't like.
Colon.
Yeah, your colon. I was like, that's crazy. So what do you have to do to get that? Is it just females or can guys get that too?
I would imagine guys can get it.
So Kathy's surgery went good.
Everything's fine. She's gonna wake up in a minute and be loopy.
She's gonna be loopy.
She's gonna be loopy.
You're going to see a loopy Kathy.
I don't know, so hopefully they won't give her the second shot of morphine because they give you one shot of morphine when you come out, so you're loopy. And that's what she got before she got in there was a shot of morphine. And then you should have seen her. It was funny. She got that shot of morphine because at first she was, like I said, she was having trouble with her IV. Mm-hmm. When she would move her arm, she said it would hurt a little, so she tried to keep it as straight as she could. But we were back there for hours.
Yeah.
So obviously she moved it, and when she moved it, I guess it crumpled up right here.
Uh-huh.
So they moved it a certain way. He couldn't get it in the morphine shot in there. So when he finally got it in there, all you see is Mom go, whoa. And then her head was like, I'm gonna lay back. That was it. And then she closed her eyes. You can see her eyes moving in here. Like, she was just off in La La Land already. I was like, do you want me to take your glasses? So she's like this, right? She's like, so she was already knocked out. So she's gonna be loopy.
You have to get your teeth cut out or something?
Yes.
Do they give you like that medicine that makes you loopy or something?
Kind of. They put you on a local anesthetic. I was asleep
Oh
for
gosh. And I have to get a lot pulled, like back here and cut out.
I know,
So
I can't wait.
you have to
I'm
make
not
sure you
saying
record.
that I'm ready for you to be in pain. I'm ready to see you loopy.
You gotta make sure you record. I don't care what
What?
is going on. You gotta record.
You know where I'm at?
Jen's playing Candy Crush. Remember Jacob saying that line will get worse?
He said it would, but I don't think it will. If it's just the digitizer, I don't see why it would get worse. I mean, if it disconnects more, probably I could see it getting worse, but
Jacob was talking to Jen about her phone, and he explained what was wrong with her phone, so it's exactly what Jen was talking about. Like, the little thing came undone, and it's making her screen do that. Didn't he say you have to get a whole new screen, or you just have to go in and
I think
put it
I need
together?
just my digitizer replaced or put back or something.
So it's not like her whole phone is broke. So all she has to do is go get that done. And he said it would be like $130 or maximum $150 just to get that fixed. So we're going to end up calling around and see if there's any places that actually would help fix Jen's phone. Jen took a picture of what the doctor showed of Kathy. This right here, that blob type thing, is like the polyp. Is this like what it looked like afterwards? So this is before and then after they went in and like cut it all up.
That's what the second one looked like.
So this was the second polyp, and then this is what it looks like afterwards. I think it looks cool. It looks like marbles to me. So that's what causes all her pain that she was having in the stomach.
Mm-hmm. All of her like cramping and stuff, where she thought she was like having a period. Mm-hmm. That was causing it.
Kathy was just like having a bunch of stomach pains, and she thought she was having her period. But she's older, so she's already went through menopause. So she knew it couldn't be that. She knew that there was some kind of issue going on. And that's exactly what was causing it, was those polyps. For some reason, when I think of polyp, like the word, I think of flowers.
Polyp.
Yeah, it makes me think of flowers for some reason. So she has
Because
flowers.
That's what comes off of flowers. Polyps.
Divine. I used to be addicted to Candy Crush.
Yeah, I guess he's getting more addicted now.
I think that Jen has the same thing as I do. You have a very addictive personality. If I start playing a game, and I start playing it, I get addicted to it. So I constantly want to play that game, and I ignore everything else, and I just want to play the game.
Come here, hold this. Just hold it.
Your phone vibrates. That's so cool. That's the reason why I can't really play video games, because I will get addicted to it. I love Minecraft. One time I was playing Minecraft from 8 o'clock in the morning till 3 o'clock in the morning, and Jen had to literally come and tell me, you need to go to bed. Because I was playing Minecraft all day. But I think you are like that. You have an addictive personality.
Mm-hmm. Got it.
Yeah.
Damn.
See, I told you.
You should be on pelvic rest. On tampons and lotion, no bathtubs.
Going to the elevators. We have to go get the car and pull it around up front. Wow, Jen's with her mom. She's gonna get Kathy dressed. Ooh, it smells good. We were by the store and it smelled good. Crazy, it's already starting to get dark. There they are.
No, I'm alright. I'm already here now.
You said no?
No.
No. Did Jen tell you that when they were calling for the code blue that the door didn't shut? But I kept saying, I said, I thought it maybe was Bill.
Why would it be me?
I don't know.
I don't either.
They tore the whole Northcott down now. The whole building's gone.
Yep, the whole thing. Isn't that crazy?
Yeah. Oh, that house caught on fire.
Oh, the one across the street where you all used to live?
Mm-hmm.
What?
KFC.
No, I ain't going there. It's too hot.
Where do you want to go? Arby's? Burger King?
$10 deal at Burger King.
Oh my gosh, look at it now. The
Oh
camera.
my gosh, I'm green and blue and red
Burger King.
and yellow.
You guys are not going to be able to see anything that we're talking about, but I'm sort of normal, you're green.
How come we get to be sort of normal?
Definitely need to get a new camera eventually. We're coming to Burger King to eat some food.
Wendy's. That's Wendy's. Arby's. I don't think I got it in the Burger King. I don't.
What?
I don't have no coupon to do.
Oh, you did?
What's this shit? I already looked in there. There ain't none. That's Subway. There's all these.
I think you can see I got some on my phone. What do y'all want?
Trying to decide what I would want. I guess I'll get a Sprite. Got your Dr. Pepper.
Trying it. I saw I had Burger King Dr. Pepper.
Food.
You should be asking.
I didn't record the food, but I ate most of my food. It was delicious. I was so hungry. We've been at the hospital since maybe 10 or 11. Didn't get out until 5 o'clock. We went that long without eating anything. As soon as I got food, I devoured it. I didn't even think about recording it. But today was a really crazy day. A really crazy day. It's currently the next morning. I just put on the same clothes I had on to make it look like the same day. I was editing all last night, so I didn't get to film this part, but I told you guys I would explain the whole story once I got home. This is what all happened. As you guys know, me and Bill had to wait in the lobby. So we went into the lobby, and we were waiting. There was nobody around, like, nobody. And there was so many empty chairs, and this guy decided to sit right beside me. Out of all the chairs there was, he decided to sit right beside me. He was completely fine. He was sitting there for about an hour, and he was playing on his phone. He was completely fine. He was calling people. Sorry if the air comes on. I don't know if you guys can actually hear me or not. He was sitting there, and he was talking to his friend on the phone. All of a sudden, I heard him stop talking. Well, then he got back on the phone, and I thought he was still talking to his friend, and he was explaining where he was sitting, and he said that he was feeling like he was going to have a heart attack. And I thought he was joking at first. I thought he was still talking to his friend and like was just like complaining to his friend that he was tired of waiting, like he's going to have a heart attack because like he's tired of waiting. I was kind of like listening, but kind of just thought it was a joke. Then all of a sudden his phone fell out of his hand onto the floor. So I looked over at him, and all of a sudden I see him go jerk back with his hands up like this. And he's just looking up at the sky, and he's like has this death stare. His hands are like this, and he's just like frozen. I was like, oh crap, something is actually happening. So I ran to the desk. I started stuttering, and I was just like, this guy that was beside me something's happening to him. And the lady is just like, what is it, honey? And I was just like, the guy beside me was doing something, like something's wrong with him. So she just calmly says, okay, I'll see if somebody can look at him. And she looks over at him, and then she gets the security guard. The security guard comes over. I go back to sit down where I was, like right beside him, because that's where I was sitting. Well, the security guard comes over, and he pokes him and says, "Hey, are you okay?" And trying to get the guy to talk to him. I was watching him the whole time, because I was like, oh my gosh, what is happening to this guy? Like I never seen that happen before, so I was like in shock. He was already like this, but all of a sudden he goes more back, like his head just goes more back, and he does like this choking sound, like he goes blah, blah, and all of a sudden his whole body just went like dead weight. It was just completely just up like this and went, well, his head didn't go like this, it was more like back here, but his whole body just went dead weight. And I was just like, dude, I think this guy just literally died right in front of me. And that's when the security guard started freaking out. He called on like on the speaker thing, and there was like an intercom. I guess that's when the Jen heard the code blue on the intercom. All I seen was tons and tons of nurses just come running, and everybody else that was like in the farther part of sitting in chairs, they were all surrounding us. And I was still sitting there because I was still in shock. I was like, oh my god, I think he just died right in front of me. The doctors, they were checking his pulse and everything, and all of a sudden they were like, there's no pulse, we need to get him on the ground. So they grab his feet, they grab his hands and everything, and they just swing him off and throw him into the floor. And everybody, like 2 guys, just jump on top of him and start doing like the whole chest thing. And I was like, they did that, I'm gonna move over. So I moved across the chair. So where I was sitting, I moved across. And that's when the clip, that I showed the clip, because I was just like, is this really happening or what? They brought like things out to like trying to get him to breathe, and then I think they got him to start breathing again because they flipped him over on his side and they were asking him if he was okay. The doctors were coming to me asking me what happened, to explain everything, because I'm the one who saw everything. I'm the one who ran to the desk and told them that there was something wrong with this guy. Honestly, I think if I wasn't there, that he probably would have passed away right there in that chair. I was the only one that was there. Bill was out walking. He went and took a walk to go meet his son. It was crazy, and I was shaky. My whole lips was chattering and everything. Like, it was a very different experience that I never dealt with before. Never seen anyone do that before in front of me. It was really crazy and traumatic, honestly. But I'm glad I was there to help this guy. He couldn't even finish his 911 call. Like, I guess 911 hung up the phone, because when they picked up his phone, it said that he called 911. It wasn't on. So what I was thinking is that maybe they thought it was just like a thing, because where he was already in the hospital and he was in the waiting room, that maybe they thought that he's just trying to get faster into getting seen, possibly. But he wasn't even there for himself. He was actually there waiting on his friend, because his friend had a doctor's appointment and he just went along with him. I remember when he first came in, because he was with his friend and he told his friend that, hey, I'm just gonna sit down here, I'll be right here. An hour later, that's what happened. I'm just glad I was there, because nobody else was paying attention, nobody else was around. I was literally sitting there alone. I thought it was weird that out of all the chairs, he chose to sit right beside me, but I guess everything happens for a reason. So there was a reason why he sat beside me, and I saved this guy's life. At least I feel like I saved his life, because I was the only one there and nobody else was paying attention. Even at the desk, they wasn't looking around. Somebody walked past him and he's just like this, you know, it's gonna look like he's asleep, so they're not gonna think anything. That's what happened. But I had so many doctors surrounding me, asking me what happened, to explain what was going on, and I did, and I hope the guy is okay. I don't know if he made it or what. That's what happened. And I'm glad everything went good with Kathy's surgery. But I'm gonna go ahead and end this vlog here. Hopefully you guys enjoyed. If you did, make sure to smash that thumbs up. I really appreciate it. Make sure to turn my post notifications on so you never miss a new video. And I will see you guys tomorrow. Also, before I go, comment down below how you guys think this vlog went. If you like this type of style of vlog, of me vlogging everything, please let me know. I would love to know some feedback. Stay positive and never give up. I will see you guys tomorrow.